When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kentucky's offense is on the field for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Brings it to the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Butler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That's what a modern fullback has to do, almost like a tight end, to be able to be there and be available for the quarterback in the passing game, Jeff.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a lot of different things, Reese, no doubt about it. It's not just blocking, but it's lining up at different spots all over the field as well, running routes, and then being a viable option for your quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there.
That's a fumble on the play. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Looking for a gap. It's Melton. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
And listen, the play call, he didn't get anywhere. The fullback got no yards, but I do like the offensive willingness to throw him the football. Make everybody a target, right? Find everybody on the field. He's usually blocking. Sometimes you can sneak in there and make a big play.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it inside the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're
got enough space, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Quick strike complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing them.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Using his legs, it's Melton. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Pocket breaking down. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit louder. You should be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this one is perfect. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. Their trip.
He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Quick pass on the jet motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Waddle. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. When we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now at the end of the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got... Touchdown, Wildcats! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the move from it, and he pumps it up inside the 20.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Here's the heat. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense...
Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Tigers started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, LSU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Punts it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Waddle. He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. There he goes. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, to slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably give him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Oh, the sweet feet. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
49, LSU, 27.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Kentucky right back to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Going for the big play. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last year.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Got his man. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Fighting off the defense. Just shedding tackles. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Kentucky going quickly. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Waddle. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the sideline. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
It's complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting look, the consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
Caught in the backfield, it's Melton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Dropping back, it's Waddle. Quickly complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Kentucky right back to the line. They want that clock to run. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Going to sling it on second down. Here's the pressure. Turns it loose deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Looking for space. It's Melton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
70, LSU, 34.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on it.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got just keeps moving. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.